Hello, I'm Nancy Kowalik, your Main Street real estate agent, and I'm here today with Karen Casey, who is my broker of record for Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, the Nancy Kowalik Group. And we're going to come back to why her being broker of record is important. And it has been an amazing relationship. You've been here 8 years now.
Almost 8 years, yes.
Right?
Yes.
And you as a broker of record for the MLS.
Right. So we have two agencies.
Yes.
I think a lot of people out there might be confused because there are two agencies. So when people don't know what's going on, they pick it up in their head. And there's all kinds of reasons why they thought I became broker of record. But really it's because we're sitting down trying to figure out what's best for our clients.
Yes.
One of the things that Nancy has always insisted on, both of us have always insisted on, is giving the best service, 5-star service to everyone.
Yes.
Clients, vendors, competitors, other realtors, our staff, our neighbors,
Yes.
the community, giving back to our charities. These are things that are really important to us. So it's not just something we like to say.
Right.
Then we started finding out that there are cases we could not give the proper 5-star service to clients and still follow the stringent rules of the MLS, which is multiple listing services, for those of you that don't know, which is where, most agents will throw your house off there and hope somebody comes and buys it.
Yes.
That's not what we are. In fact, the reason I came to real estate, other people wanted me to come, and it wasn't something I wanted to do. I like to be cutting edge. I want to be doing something new. When I realized is, Nancy may be called a realtor, but really she's a marketer. You're a marketer who happens to sell houses.
That's exactly right.
So her approach is so different than everybody else that came to me, that it intrigued me. It's what brought me here, because I knew we would be different, and we would truly keep to that spirit of 5-star service.
Yes.
And there are clients that need more than the MLS will allow us to do.
Correct.
And so I'm going to talk a little bit about that.
So what that means is the multiple listing services kind of almost governs our business. So the National Association of Realtors and the multiple listing services have come up with these sets of rules that are one size fits all for the agents. It's really agent centric, and my business is client centric. So it was not a good fit in this way. So I had several clients that were very public figures, and several clients in this area, very public figures. And they're like, Nancy, I want to sell my house. I want you to find me a buyer, but I don't want it on the MLS. I don't want it out there. Now, here's the rub. The multiple listing service basically owns you as an agent. If anything you put in any listing you take or any property to sell must be in the MLS within 24 hours, and you must show that property to whomever wants to come see it. We put parameters on it that say basically you must be qualified to come see it, because the sellers have an expectation you can buy the house when you go see it. Imagine that, right? So especially when they're spending hours cleaning and taking the whole family and the critters out, right? But that's forced on us by the multiple listing system, and that's not conducive. And show it every day. I will say that, sometimes you get a client that's like, what do you mean they don't want to show it today? Do they want to sell the house? Well, here's the thing. It's still their house. We have to have respect for it. It is their home and their choice. I say this so many times a day that it's in my sleep. It is your home and your choice always. It's your domain and you still own it. Yes, you want to sell it, but we need to do it in a respectful way. And so what we had to do is I literally had to drop out of the National Association of Realtors and drop out of the MLS to open my own brokerage, which is not focused on the MLS. So if you want to sell your home privately and you don't want everyone else to see it, have the address, have all of your information, I can do that for you. I can market it, but I could not do that as part of the MLS. I couldn't do it privately. I could take the listing and I could literally not even mail that information or email that information to anybody. They made it so cost prohibitive. I was fined for this. There's all sorts of things that go into it, and it's not customer focused. And so my private brokerage, which is Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, New Jersey, I am the broker of record. And that allows complete privacy for clients that want that as part of their service. And it still allows me to market in a private way. I can show different pictures of a room. I can show different locations. I don't have to show an address, a price tag, and all the pertinent details until I know that you're qualified for that information, right? We've even had non-disclosure agreements just to get the address of a property. So there's a lot that goes into this that we have to be sensitive to. And so the only way to do it was to I literally had to drop out of all of those national boards.
You were forced to, unfortunately.
I was.
The rules, again, like you said, the elephant in the room is Zillow.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
A buyer goes to Zillow.
Yeah.
Innocently. They pick up the phone. They think they're speaking to me or Nancy, but they're not. They might be speaking to somebody that's not even in this state at times.
Yes.
They don't know the area. They don't know their home. They're giving misinformation about our listings.
Yes.
They're not highlighting the things that are important to the seller, the things that might be important to a buyer.
Right.
misinformation is being given out. We're not allowed to make sure, that there's not a lot of looky-loos. And unfortunately, we do some luxury properties. And in that arena, there are a lot of people that just want to go through because they just want to see what these houses look like, which I understand that, being like somebody who likes to look at houses. But it's not fair to the seller to say you have to let all these looky-loos walking through your house that don't even have the qualifications to buy it.
Correct.